Hello, today we're in Northampton, Massachusetts. It's a wonderful day and we're in front of the Edwards Church. Now, in 1832, the first Congregational Church of Northampton had too many members in it. And so they had to reduce the size of the congregation. And the way they did that is they decided to make a new church basically across the street from it. And so what they did, they started the Edwards Church. A lot of the younger family members went to the new Edwards Church, so it became a younger group. And that was in 1833, the building was ready. It was at where now Thorns Marketplace is, at the corner of Main and South Street. And it stayed there until 1870 when a massive fire burned the church to the ground. They had to replace it, and they decided to build up here now, right at the corner of State Street and Main Street. And if you notice, a new one here that was put in 1958, it's a lot wider area. So you can see the church element, and then next to it is the social center. It's even wider than the church itself. It goes right up to that yellow brick building. And so you got 100 feet to play with. That's where the old one was put in, the second edition. You're looking at the third edition. The second edition was put there in the year 1871, and the first mass was January 1872. That lasted till 1958 when they decided to build a new one, a modern one, that stands in front of you now, with a very unique looking steeple to it. And you can see instead of stained glass and a door in front, they have just plain glass. And the social center, as I mentioned, is off to the side, and that's where the entrance is. All right, so this church goes back 193 years, and it is an outgrowth of that first Congregational Church. The reason why they did not call it the second Congregational Church is because when you say first, second, third, fourth of Congregational or Baptist, that means a whole new congregation is starting their church within the same community, and they have nothing to do with the first one. This one, they did have something to do with the first one, so they named it a person's name, the Edwards Congregational Church, after a prior minister that served them, Jonathan Edwards. So this area is quite filled up with gorgeous buildings, and we'll do two scans around to help you orient yourself. The Dally building from 1887 is in the distance. It's 4 stories high. The Academy of Music is right across the street. You can see it goes back up here. This is where the actors and actresses would sleep at night, and they'd get ready for their productions up there. All right, then you have gorgeous Victorian home. There was a depot behind that at one time. Then you have school buildings here, 3 in a row. The South Street School and the high school were here. Two schools and the high school. And they've all been changed over into either homes or organizations can rent out spaces inside of here. Now, sadly, you can't see Mary's Church. That's right behind it. That's gorgeous. And so it's quite a beautiful street, State Street and Main Street in downtown Northampton. All right, we'll do one more panoramic for you. And then what I'll do now is take the cam up to the church itself so you get a close-up of it so you can see it a lot better. All right, so I'm going to do a slow walk. You can see that you have crosses inside the windows. And the steeple is a metallic steeple with a cross finally at the very top of it. It's a busy intersection, so we didn't try to get up close to it. So much car noise. And they say out front, Edwards Church. very old church, but not as old as the first Congregational church, of course. Now, Northampton is a very old place from the 1650s. And there's lots of churches around this place. There's one up there. There's the St. Mary's Church up here. The Smith College Church is there. Right, the side of the Edwards Church is there with a steeple. All right, and the social center is along its very side. And you can always visit it, of course, and see what they're all about. The Academy of Music is along this side. Okay, so that's enough. Thank you very much.